Welcome to Perspectives of Faith. I'm Alphonse Steipen from Furman University, your host for today's show. Our guest today is Dr. Mahmoud Ayoub, Professor of Islamic Studies and Comparative Religion at Temple University. We will be talking today about issues involving the Quran. Welcome to the show, Dr. Mahmoud.
Thank you very much.
Let me first ask you very generally, how can we describe the Quran?
The Quran can be seen as a living force in the Muslim community on every level. It accompanies Muslims from their moment of birth to their burial time. It is not a book, although it calls itself a book, as we shall see later, but more it is a message that must be lived, interiorized, and actualized in the lives of individuals and groups and communities of Muslims throughout the world.
In terms of its influence on Arabic and Islamic literature, how would you describe the role of the Quran within that process?
The Quran presented itself from the beginning as a miracle of speech. Every prophet, according to the Quran, had his own type of miracles. The miracle of the Prophet Muhammad is seen to be the Quran, which is an inimitable speech. Nevertheless, this did not actually prevent people from playing with the language of the Quran, adapting it, adopting it, interiorizing it, making it their own. And so the Quran has profoundly influenced Arabic literature, since it is an Arabic Quran, but it has also permeated all the Islamic languages of the world and even English. If you go to the, for instance, Webster Dictionary, many of the Quranic terms such as Allah, Surah, Quran, perhaps even Kitab would be included in the English dictionary. So the Quran has profoundly influenced the Islamic languages and even non-Islamic language in terms of its literary value.
Could you talk to us a little bit about the milieu within which the Quran was revealed?
The Quran was revealed to a people who had no what we may call industrial or productive culture. The people of Mecca, where the Quran was first revealed, were people who lived in a way semi-nomadic lives. The people of the city itself did actually evolve a rather interesting and somewhat complex system of tribal governance in a way that controlled the usual tribal feuds and duels that decimated so many Arab tribes at the time. But the Quraysh tribe, that was the major tribe of Mecca, was able to build a society, somewhat urban society, and this was possible through their trade caravans that went west into Syria and the European parts of the Mediterranean, and east into Africa and India, and from both directions it brought edibles and other things for trade, And the Quran itself describes the alliances of the Quraysh and their journeys in winter and summer that allowed them to live in a good measure of prosperity, a prosperity which was enhanced also by the fact that Mecca had one of the earliest shrines in human history, that is the Kaaba, which apparently it was believed by Muslims and non-Muslims to have been first built by Abraham, and to which people came on pilgrimage from many parts of Arabia, and the pilgrimage that is known in Arabic as the Hajj included also a fair where people engaged in reciting poetry, but also in selling and buying. And so between the trade of the Quraysh and the prestige and income of the Kaaba, the milieu in which the Quran was revealed was actually the right milieu for a revelation that was to reorganize first Arab society and change the face of world history.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the recitation of the Quran and the merits of the recitation of the Quran?
The Quran is to be recited. The word itself, Quran, comes from the Arabic qara'a, meaning to read or recite.